What is up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to yet another episode of Liv runs around like a crazy person on a Friday trying to get everything together so we can fish this weekend. So same kind of thing as last week. Chris is at work. I'm home with Grace. She is napping. And we are going on an adventure this weekend. So we are fishing a lake that straddles the US and Canadian border. We're camping in a super cozy camp right on the water. We're meeting some friends up there. We are going to be targeting salmon, lake trout, some brook trout. There's also some cusk in the lake. It's gonna be a blast. We are so looking forward to it. And if you guessed the body of water, probably by the title of this video, it is East Grand Lake. So we have about a 3.5-hour ride north with the baby who hates being in a car seat. So that's gonna be the first adventure. I'm going to take a look at everything that we have loaded in the truck. I'm slowly getting stuff together today. My biggest concern is our shack. Last weekend there was so much water on the ice and we were irresponsible and didn't dry our shack out and thaw it. So I just want to open it up here in the driveway and see, hopefully it's not all frozen together. So I'm gonna do that. And we are taking a snowmobile and a trailer up as well. So hopefully it will be easier to fit everything in the truck. I will plan on strapping our shack to the snowmobile trailer and maybe some other big stuff too, I'm not sure. But let's get into it because there is limited time while the baby naps. What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. It has been a struggle, but we are finally on our porch here at Cowger's Lakefront Cabins on East Grand Lake. It's what, 8:30 maybe?
Yeah, 8:30.
Yep, me, Chris, and Grace made it up. Grace is sleeping. Thank God. It was like
3 hours of crying.
3.5-hour ride. Just can't even put into words how miserable it was. That's probably why we're lacking in footage of us getting up here, but you get the point. We've made it. We're just finished getting situated. We got, obviously the trailer put away, the snowmobile off the trailer, stuff kind of lightly put together for the morning.
And we got our bait right here. Aerating,
Right
got the smelt suckers, big shiners.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not going to be like the earliest, most perfect morning for us tomorrow, just with Grace and everything, but we do have Chris's dad and his partner Austin coming up tomorrow, and that will just be like an extra set of hands to help us. We'll just see what the day brings. We're so glad that you guys are here to join us for the adventure, because an adventure it will be. You can probably tell my nose is really red. It's like cold.
10 or 11 out.
It's cold.
Come inside and check out the cabin.
It's dark.
But welcome to our cabin. On this cozy, snowy morning. Liv is getting ready for the day. I'll give you a little tour here. Perfect lakefront. Look at that. Right there, that's as close as you get. That's right on to the East Grand Lake right there. But yeah, this place is pretty sweet. It's got all the essentials. It's got coffee pot, stove, running water, little TV action, shower. And this one's, how many bedrooms, Liv?
2.
2 bedroom.
Oh.
Gotta check on the bait. Always the biggest challenge is, do the smelt stay alive? And looks like we got one casualty, but not bad. These are pretty slick. The one thing I will say is the cover freezes and it's hard to open, but it's nice that just feeds in through. And it was about 11 degrees last night and there was 0 ice in the cooler. So pretty freaking sweet. We'll check on our other group here. Oh yeah.
Okay, good morning. We are getting the day going here. Grace is less than impressed. I'm trying to get some oatmeal together for her. Chris is gonna be, honey, oh my goodness. Chris is gonna be the hero of the day and go out, set the shack up and get just the heat turned on in the shack, and then come back and we'll hopefully all be able to go out. But it's just very cold. It's like 10 degrees. She is not going to tolerate waiting around for us to put the shack up while she just chills. So we need to just think of her first. Fishing with baby is just different, and we are learning to just be okay with that. So
yep, and we're gonna, like we just said, get the shack all ready, hot, ready for ya. Yeah.
and then we'll all venture out there. But right now, she needs some oatmeal, so that's what we're working on.
Okay, love you.
Grace's level of patience when it comes to food is similar to mine, but it's only like 6:30 and she usually does not eat this early, but she was up earlier. She got super overtired yesterday on our travels, so I cannot blame her. So today, guys, like Chris said, I'm just looking out our lovely porch right onto the lake right now. As Chris said, we just have a different mindset these days. Fishing with a baby is not just fishing with the two of us. And we're okay with that. I'm looking at the clock, it's 6:35 right now. We are not on the water. We're just getting out here. Catching a fish, catching like a monster is a bonus. We're just getting out here, making memories with Grace as a family. It's all good. We're not gonna be the first people on the ice. So it's just about the adventure. We're just making it happen. But hopefully, I feel pretty confident about the system of Chris going out, setting the shack up, getting the heat turned on. Then when we get out there, obviously we brought Grace's pack and play. We brought our foam flooring. We'll make it a little bit more cozy, but just to have a place to like get in, land. And probably as far as setting up today, we're gonna have to divide and conquer. And one of us will go out and set some traps, and the other person will just stay in with Grace because she does not want to go from trap to trap with us. She's like, no thank you. All right, do you want to see how the oatmeal is? Okay. Oh, you need your bib on. Get your bib on. Can I have this for now? Are you hungry? Is that kind of why you're cranky? Yee-haw, 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 yee-haw. Grace is still fussy, not sure why. He is struggling because the bar that connects the sled to the snowmobile keeps coming off, so that makes it really hard to get where we're going with all of our gear. It's not good. It's like 7:15 and he's not even out there yet, so we'll see what happens. This is just a trial and error day, and Grace will hopefully get happier as the morning goes on.
All right, guys, we're all set up. Now it's time to go get Liv and Grace.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take some stuff out and try to get the sled organized so we can all make one final trip out. I consolidated stuff into one pack basket. It's super heavy. Oh, can I do it one-armed? I don't know. Everything loaded up into the sled. Chris and Grace are inside. Snowy, cold. And we'll get her bundled up and hopefully be able to just get out there and start fishing way later than we want to be out there. Okay, everything fit pretty easily.
Oh my god, you would have loved it.
What?
I was pointing out, showing her out the window, and like she was watching you, and she wasn't sure who it was, and then you. And then you. Really? She wants to tell the story herself.
That sounds really cool, Grace.
Cool, Grace. And then she saw your face when you turned around, and she was like, boom, huge smile. And she was like,
you love Mama. Mama loves you. Let's get everybody dressed. Okay, we are bundled. Snowmobile's loaded up. Chris is getting bundled. I feel embarrassed to even say what time it is. I'm talking to the people. I feel embarrassed to even say that it is 8:45. 8:45. We aren't even on the ice yet. We look like the people that don't even know what they're doing. We have 2 coolers of bait to keep the smelt and the suckers and everything separate, so that takes up some space. Ooh, I don't know. Hopefully the ride out there goes smoothly. We'll see. Ooh, okay, so we just got off the sled.
All red's my face.
Very red. So our strategy for today is just as far as with a baby goes. Chris is gonna set up Grace's pack and play in here, and we'll just kind of alternate. So Chris is gonna start out hanging in the shack with Grace, hopefully maybe get her to take a nap. And I'm gonna go out and set as many traps as I'm able to, and then we'll switch off. So we have learned that on days, especially like today, she has 0 interest in coming from trap to trap, flag to flag with us. She just wants to do her thing. So we're gonna adapt to that. You gotta tighten do the sides before you can do the middle. Yeah, you don't have to throw it around.
Like this. Push it in. Push it in.
Yeah. So all the sides have to be locked before you do that in the middle.
Oh, so I gotta.
Yep. Oh, she's doing that's the nap time grunt, folks. Oh, and I'll get the bag that has all her blankets and stuff in it. Off by just setting the first few traps just under the ice for salmon, anywhere between 5 to 10 feet under the ice, just to get some traps in the water because we are so late getting out here, so we just want to start fishing, and then we'll come back out later and sound some holes and see what we're working with for depth and drop some down. So let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna set this last trap up by this trusty little piece of trash I found on the ice. Sometimes that's a sign. Sometimes it's a sign, folks. So we'll set one more deep trap out here, and then maybe I'll go inside and set some brookie traps. But mark my word, we're gonna get a big salmon out here. Okay, folks, I have almost got all 10 traps in. I think I'm getting ready to drill the hole for number 9. I gotta check. I'm setting the last 4 inside. Shore is right here. It drops off and we get about 5 to 8 feet of water. So I'm setting a few trout traps in here, and we've got 6 set out deep. Currently all for salmon. I think we'll switch some over for Lakers here once we get situated. But couple more to put in. We're getting there. It's actually not too bad out comfort wise. I don't think Grace would love it, but it's not bad for us. Okay guys, we've got hole number 10. I'm gonna sound this and see how much water we have, and hopefully put a sucker with kind of its innards hanging out on the bottom, and this will be set for lake trout. I marked some of the traps with a L when I was putting new hooks and stuff on them, just because these hooks are a size bigger than the ones that we're using to put through the smelts for the salmon. It's all about organization. Hook this bad boy on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just realized my button is way down there. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, I think it's at 55. 56 maybe. That's the bottom. Now I gotta bring my button all the way up. Definitely want to keep your line organized when you've got 55 feet of it out. Can't believe my button's all the way down here. Do I not have a button on this one? That's so weird. I guess I don't have a button on this one. Alright, so I've got my sucker here. He's not gonna like this. Sorry. Then all that good stuff in there is gonna be out. Looks delicious, depending who you are. If you're a big lake trout, it does look really, really good. Okay, hook them on. And they'll live like this for a while. Call it cruel. Call it fishing. All right, we're going down 55 feet. So I had this line measured to exactly 55 feet to the bottom. I'm gonna bring him up off of the bottom just a hair, just so he can't hide behind anything. Of course, this is my one trap that's in super deep water, not super deep, 55 feet, that does not have a button on it. That means if and when we get a flag, we'll have to resound it to reset it so we know it's sitting at the right depth. At that point, I'll probably change the whole trap out to one that has a button on it. All right, so at this point, we are all set up. I'm gonna go back, check on Chris and Grace, see where we're at. Back to the shack. Where are my people? Oh, happy girl, how's daddy?
Good, we had a...
Hi, baby, hi, woo!
We had a 50-something minute nap on my chest.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
You got some daddy snuggles in, girl? Hi, honey.
Good nap. She's happy as can be.
I'm so happy as can be.
She does not want to sleep in this thing, though.
Okay, that's okay, as long as she wants to play.
I didn't want to push her. She was sleeping on me, so I didn't touch her.
Yeah, oh, for sure. That's great. I'm glad she's...
All right, guys, just went around, checked all the trap, untangled a few smelts, placed a couple dead ones. Yeah, it's about noon, kind of a little lull here. And we're out here. Grace is taking nap number 2. Super slow so far. Beautiful day out here, though. That's our home base. All right, guys, we got our first flag. Took a lot of line. Feels like it's stripped. Oh, stripped. Dang it. Something's biting though. On top of it, it was glare eyes all the way down the hill. Like my truck and trailer was just going like this and it wasn't stopping. I looked at Liv, I'm like, yeah. All right, guys, we're out here. The wind is blowing and I am just checking all the traps, resetting bait. It's 2 o'clock. No flags, just the one flag so far today. We're gonna see afternoon twilight run can happen. Let's get it.
I have landed once again back at camp. If I look like I've been through a lot today, it is because that I have. Grace does not seem to like ice fishing, which is okay, but we've gotten ourselves in kind of a predicament. We are way up here and she's just like not happy. She's relatively happy right now because she's holding a diaper, which is very fun. Poor thing, I mean, just out on the ice all day today. You know, we tried to really make it adaptable for her by bringing the pack in play, just keeping her in the shack and going for little snowmobile rides and keeping it kind of like low pressure, low key, but she just was not having a good time. And I feel bad because I just want her to be happy. I don't know if she's teething or what, but she is usually just a very happy, very chill, very easy little baby. And she hasn't been, not just this trip, but the past couple weeks. So I don't really know what her deal is, but we're up here tomorrow too. And it's gonna be a very different day. We might just be, once again, back at camp. Fishing for adventure, baby. Mostly just the adventure lately. I do not think that she feels good. I feel bad because we had her out on the ice all day and I just don't think that she feels herself. We're having Chris's dad pick up some medicine for her, but she's not acting herself. We're 3.5 hours away from home. And I just feel really bad. What better thing to do at 8:30 at night than to be out on the middle of the lake moving your ice shack and all your setup?
One flag day, took about 20 yards, dropped it, stripped it, super slow. And then Grace was kind of not being herself. We got home and unfortunately she has 103.
It was 103-degree fever. We are 3.5 hours away from home.
Yep.
Thank God Chris's dad was able to pick up some Motrin and her fever has definitely come down. She's sleeping peacefully now, thank God, but I've just been like beside myself. I just feel so bad that we're like way up here.
We are 30 miles from a hospital, which is good. We've done the research. Yeah, it's like making the big trip, and of course you couldn't ask for...
Doesn't go as planned. I just feel bad that we had her out here all day and she was like starting to
She was
get
warm,
sick.
she slept, I mean, she was good.
It's okay. Anyways, we are gonna move our shack closer to Calgary's where we're staying. And regardless, you know, if Grace is not feeling well in the morning, obviously I'm not going to be fishing. I'm going to just be home with her. But if she's feeling okay, we might venture out on the ice. And we have help now. Chris's dad is here and Austin, so that's great.
But we're going to get about 10 minutes closer to camp, still in some nice deeper water, some nice topography down there on the Navionic.
Right now, we're going to break down our shack, break it down, load it up, unpack it, set it back up, do the whole thing. Let's go. We're just trying to get a feel on the Navionics app kind of where we are and where we want to drop our stuff for tomorrow. Okay, we found a spot. We're gonna unload.
All right, good morning guys. It's day 2. My dad and I are gonna go set up out there. We're about a 10-minute snowmobile ride that way. All right, let's go. All right, folks, trap number 3. Look at this beautiful day. It is probably like 8 degrees, but there's not a breath of wind. I always like to say I'll take -10 with no wind over 30 and blowing 20. What do you think, Dad?
Pleasure to be out here. I don't get to get out here very often, so it's great to be out here with my son, enjoying this beautiful day.
That's right, we're gonna catch some fish, right?
Oh, monster. We're gonna go after lake trout, and we're gonna go after landlocked salmon.
Enough talking, let's get setting.
What a whirlwind of a day. Grace did not sleep good last night. She was up with 103 fever. We were obviously up with her. So I'm just getting going. It's like almost 8 o'clock. The show goes on. She's fine this morning. Temperature's good. She's gonna stay back with Austin and I will be close by.
Thinking we'll go on the edge of this 86-foot hole, stay to the right and stay in like between on the drop off 30 and 50 feet of water for the lake trout traps, surrounded by some really deep water here.
All right.
It's like about 60, 70 out in front of us here.
Sounds good. Sounds like if I was a Laker, that's where I'd be.
Yes. All right, Liv has joined us out on the ice.
I'm here.
So now the good luck charm is here. Well, now we're gonna start catching fish. It's 8 o'clock. Austin's back with Grace.
All right, gang, we are picking away at setting up all of our traps. So we're fishing with more people today, which is great. That means more work. So happy to do that if it means us catching a fish. But these last few traps we're putting in, we're setting them all on the bottom, and we are putting a combination of suckers, shiners, and some of the larger smelt that we have. So hoping for a big bottom feeding lake trout, or really any size. We're not too choosy, not necessarily a big lake trout, but a lake trout off bottom, and then the rest of our traps are set for salmon. Keep plugging along here. It's a lovely day. We've got a great crew of people, so keep on going.
This is a special trap here, folks.
Look at that, custom. Fishing for adventure, that's us, baby. These were handmade by a close family friend of ours, Brian.
Awesome.
It is about as close as you get to the original jack trap, but even better, because they're made
with love. This
So
can be the lucky trap.
This will definitely be the lucky trap. I'm feeling it. Okie doke. So we are officially all set up. Not a flag yet. Welcome to the full East Grand experience. It is slow, but we are hoping for like one fish. I'm not even asking for like a monster fish. Just one fish would make the trip. But yeah, it's slow going, slow fishing. But I would love if we got a flag today with a little bit of reel spin in action. We're out here. It is a beautiful sunny day. Not your typical nice like fishing sky out there. It's more bluebird, but it's nice to just be out here. I don't know how much Grace is going to join us on the ice today. She's feeling way better. Her temperature is better, but still I think she's going to just want to be at camp, maybe get out for some fresh air on a few walks or something. But thankfully Chris's dad is here, and Austin, his partner. Between the two of them, they're so helpful. I'll go back at some point and give her some lunch, just making it work. Last night I was borderline, like I just wanted to pack everything up and just drive home, because it's no fun having a baby that doesn't feel good and you're 3.5 hours away from home. Feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. But everything is fine today. The world will continue to spin. Maybe we'll get rewarded with a fish.
All right, we're gonna put our 38th trap for one person in the water here. When you fish these grand, you get at least 30 traps per person. Seems like lately. All right, stay tuned.
Not only have we not had a flag, but it's busy out here. I don't know if you can really see. It's busy. No one's running around. No one's getting any flags. All it takes is just one trap to make it happen. One flag to make it happen. Hoping and wishing. Pretty soon I'm gonna go in and have some lunch. I'm gonna check on Grace. I'm gonna give her some lunch and probably be in there for a while. So it'll be good.
Folks, day 2, hour 14, and we have our second flag of the trip. I haven't looked at the reel yet. Let's go. Any movement? It's off to the side. It's not straight down. Looks like some line's been taken out.
Make it be good.
Took a lot of line and it spit it. Oh no. Oh.
Is it mangled at all?
It's mangled. See right there? It had its mouth to about right there, then spit it. Ugh.
So this day has not gone to plan. That's totally okay. Grace's fever ended up being just kind of up and down. So we're getting some fresh air. Going on a sunset stroller ride. I've mostly just been back at the camp with her, just making sure that she's good. Fishing goes on the back burner for stuff like this. So she likes being outside. The fresh air is good. So we're just chugging along.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up day 2. That's 2 days, 2 flags, 2 fish definitely on. Couldn't connect with anything. talking to a lot of the groups around the lake, and very minimal fish. I had my eyes on about 100 traps today between our group and all the groups around, and just was nothing happening. And the same as kind of yesterday. There was a group out there Thursday, spent 3 nights and only caught a cusk, and they cut it open and saw all alewives, and they said, we're heading home, you know, till the alewives die off, the bite turns back on. But it's been brutal. There has been going on. One of those trips that's just, it's been a tough one. Real tough. But that's why they call it fishing, right? And nonetheless, an amazing adventure with the family, and get my dad up here, and Austin, and Liv and Grace, memory I'll remember forever. So that's what it's all about. All right, guys, stay tuned. I might fish tomorrow morning while Liv's back in the cabin. Hopefully get that salmon bite. We'll see how everybody's feeling.